Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial from BD Pro Productions. So this tutorial is all about tracking, and the story behind it is that I'm having my third night shift in a row and I'm stumbled over a problem which some of you may be familiar with. So you have in your footage with your tracking markers, you select those markers and then some object moves over the markers and messing up your whole track. Isn't that awful? Yeah, it is. Yeah. How to do a proper track anyways. So for this I created these scene for demonstration purposes with the building, the tracking markers, and a spaceship floating over the markers. As you can see, we're having those three markers which are not covered. We could use them, but I want to have this marker here, this specific little marker here for the track for some reason. Don't ask me why. Personal reasons. So first of all, what we're going to do is when we track, we create a null object. So we go to layer, new, and null object. This creates a little square looking object which is not visible in the composition, but is able to store data like positional data, so scaling data, or rotating or rotation data. I'm sorry. As I said, my third night shift in a row, and yeah. So doesn't matter, I'm fine. Next thing we want to do is we select our footage with our tracking markers. In this case, it's my pre-comp. In your case, maybe it's just some footage. Then we go over here to track motion. And if you don't have the tracker, you go to workspace and select the motion tracking. I have the motion tracking always on top. That's why I have something that's called my workspace. Yeah, so you go to track motion, then you go to the layer panel and you choose the tracker with those tracking point thingy here. What this does is it's selecting this pixel as your tracking point, and as this pixel move on, you get a new keyframe with the new positional data. So what I do is I select the analyze one frame forward button, so you can go frame by frame. It's getting analyzed because this clearly takes too long for let's say 5 seconds. We have this analyze forward button, so we play it and the whole movement gets tracked. So I think I stopped at a very good position because now, as you can see, the tracker gets carried away by the object which moves through the tracking markers. And because we don't want that, we have a specific method to avoid that. So we go to the point in time before the tracker gets carried away, and as you can see here, the tracker is on top of the point and here it's off. So we go to the point where it's on top and search for another tracking marker. So in this case I use this one because it's right under there, and then you go to the mouse with your mouse over this specific field, hit Alt and wait for the mouse. You can see Alt, 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 the mouse is turning white. Then you click with your mouse and drag this thing over down here to the new tracking marker. Maybe adjust it, but be careful when you adjust it, you have to press Alt again, otherwise your positional data gets messed up. So, and then you can see it tracks this point. Nice. You can even, you don't have to because it's actually a pretty good tracker, but when the object passes, you can even go back to the tracker using the Alt and drag method. So adjust it. Be careful, always press Alt when you adjust the tracker. Otherwise your positional data gets messed up, and you don't want that. That's the reason why we're here. So finish your tracking, select edit target, select the null 8. In this case it's null 8 because I tried sometimes before. and then hit apply X and Y. Okay, and yeah, then we have a null object tracked. And as you can see, although the spaceship is flying through the tracker and we selected the tracking point for a specific time, we have our null object always track this point over here. So what we can do now, for instance, we can duplicate our footage, like time freeze frame, and have a picture which we can move around, and then I just go and select a quick mask of this here, and yeah, lay it over the tracking markers. And then, because I wanted to track to be tracked with the null object, and I go only to this pick whip down here and select the null object, and then it's tracked, and it's tracking although the spaceship magically flies through it. Yeah, that is how to track something when an object moves over your original tracker. So as you can see, the spaceship is flying through this thing we tracked on the wall, and to get rid of that, I personally want to show you another tutorial about masking and Lumina mask and something like that, but do another tutorial on this one, because this one is all about tracking. And as you can see, we're done for now. And yeah, what's left to say, thanks for watching. I hope this was somehow helpful. Check out my Facebook page, and for all the backstage stuff, my Instagram account, and the links are in the outro and in the description. Yeah, I hope, as I said, it was helpful, and hope I can see you next time on BD Pro's tutorial again, or even rate my videos, or leave me a comment with any suggestions you have on my Facebook page. And I read them as soon as I have the time. But for now, I have to continue working, and you should too. So I should stop talking. Okay, bye.